Okay, I have two videos, so watch them both. Bottom one has a lot more details. It's a nice, clean, straight frame. Just kind of walking through them. You can find out little shipping and contact stuff on this one. Top video is just me wrapping this thing up. Now, excuse me, I'm out of breath. If you follow any of my listings, especially for frames, you'll know this frame is a little dirtier than it normally is. And that's kind of the gist of it. That's the reason why we're doing this frame. It's a 6-cylinder frame, straight, no rust. Actually, nothing's wrong with it. Normally, I hit them with the Hotsy and then I paint them. And I can do that on this one, it's not a problem. But people were asking to, hey, can you just sell me a frame like pulled, and a good, straight, solid frame that's just pulled, and then I'm gonna do whatever, you know, line it or coat it with whatever. And we said, sure. So this is that. If you want me to do something to it, you can just, it'll just be the difference. Like if you want me to clean it off and paint it, it's $100. That's Rust-Oleum. If you want, we got some powder coated frames. They're over there, you can see them a little ways over there, 6-cylinder frames as well. Those things have actually been sandblasted and powder coated. And we were getting quotes like $800 a frame for those things. We don't charge anything extra to do it other than the materials. And the time that, well, the other shop charges, whatever the shop charges, we pass that on. We don't upsell them or anything like that. But the point is that he worked it out. If I sent him enough frames, he'd do them for $500 each. So we got some like really nice cherry frames over there. And if you're looking for just like a really amazing, like brand new looking frame, that's the way to go for sure. And they're $500 more. But to be honest with you, as long as they're solid frames, which these all are, a rust-free frame with even just that Rust-Oleum paint we put on is incredible, and we get awesome reviews on them. So that's an option, or you can line it yourself and do whatever. So anyway, I like doing these just to show you, you know, being this one's dirty, it's a good example of what they look like when they get pulled. And they're not painted when they're pulled. If you see one painted online, it's been painted, trust me. But the most important thing is this, you know, there's a lot of discoloration in them. This is just scaling though. There's no actually rust in this at all. None of the spots on this thing that rust out. And the bottom video shows the frame a little bit more, but I just wanted to give you a top side so you can see all the mounts and everything like that. Top of these. And 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder frames are different. Keep that in mind if you're looking for one or the other. You can re-weld these motor mounts and move them back if you had a 4-cylinder. But we have 4-cylinder frames, so just buy a 4-cylinder one if that's what you're looking for. It'll save you the time, and the integrity of the frame won't be jeopardized. So everything's solid on this guy. And I was making a note in the other video. We have a really big order of frames going to the East Coast, all the way Massachusetts and New Hampshire. We have like 6 frames going out there. So if you're along the way, and we're shipping out here in the next, by the 20th, they'll all be shipped. There's a couple tubs going as well. I have tubs too if you're looking for tubs. But anyway, it's by far going to be the cheapest shipping. It's $200 to $300 right now to get it pretty much to the East Coast. Normally it's about $500 to get a frame across, just because they're so big. Unless I can, not always, sometimes I can find somebody going to that area. So anyway, my name is Jeremy. It's kind of a one-man shop here. Well, it is a one-man shop. It's just me here. So if you have any questions or comments, concerns, you just have to email me. You can text me, or you can call me. Sometimes calling though is hard to get a hold of me, just because I get hundreds of calls a day, and I'm shipping parts 24/7. And I've had employees before, and it didn't go over very well. So so anyway, nonetheless, we're here in Denver, and you can always come by too. So if you're local, but most of my parts do go out of state. Even though this is kind of the Jeep capital of the world, I'd say majority of them go to the South or the East Coast or even the Midwest. So we have a huge following out there, and that's awesome. Those guys are, you guys rock out there. I mean, it really, you support me, and it's awesome. My business, I'm just a small business and just trying to make it here, and I've been going 3 years strong. This is, come June, this is my 3rd year. So so anyway, 720-987-8772, and you'll see this thing up on YouTube, as well as our website, which is finally up, although we don't have parts on it yet. But you can definitely take a look at it. It came out awesome. That's where I was when I was gone these past 2 months. I was spending my time building that site. I had to actually pull myself away from the shop in order to get it done. So I got that done, and that's usedwranglerparts.com. and that came, it's just awesome. So I get my parts in there and it's gonna look sweet. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.